Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius September 4, 2023. The heavy load has been upon you since March of 2023. Mighty Saturn, the great taskmaster, has been spinning in your solar house of identity, your zodiac sign, since then. However, he is fast asleep in a retrograde phase, which has likely lessened your karmic weight. He is teaching you to be even more intentional about everything you do, especially in your personal and romantic life. Turn within to reflect on the life lessons you've learned in recent years. Brainstorm how you'll be more practical, honest, and balanced on the paths ahead. What do you value in your work life? You may feel like there is a notable change of heart with your value systems when the Moon in Aries trines Venus retrograde in Leo. The lunation will illuminate your financial opportunities and what it may take to feel stable at work. Since you could feel increasingly different about your priorities, this may begin to reflect in your work life. You may change your habits or routine. It could even encourage you to find a better job position that fits what you need. At the same time that Mars is spending his first weekend in your financial sector, the Moon is not only in your income sector but is supporting Venus, the planet of money, in her last full day in retrograde motion in your work sector. With both planets in your income sector also in retrograde motion, but Mars not only in direct motion but impatient to move money matters forward, there might be balancing required. The two sides of the financial fence are moving at a different pace. One of the wonderful things about you is that you warm up slowly. You can really be sure about what you are doing because you don't adopt things immediately. Revel in your easy pace and continue to focus on yourself, one day at a time. If you continue drinking plenty of water and nibbling on healthy snacks, you will soon need an outlet for your copious energy. Begin to consider what exercise regimen really works for you. What do you like and what works with your schedule? Don't look around you too much. What is happening inside of you is more important than outside events. The vibrations now will push you towards a desire for independence, but you will have difficulties acting on your own. You will feel attracted to everything that surrounds you but won't have the force to push ahead towards new situations and rules. This is the moment to look around you in a more detached way. The Moon's departure from Pisces yesterday might have brought the full moon here to a close, but it will take days if not weeks to unpack not just a download of information but what is likely to have been a case of information overload on both the personal and professional fronts. As the emotional fog of war clears and the pressure on the Sun in your relationship sector drops back, this will also leave you with a better sense of what you want from your relationships and what they need from you. With Mercury in retrograde motion in your relationship sector, he is on hand to give your relationships, the past and unsaid words, a voice. With Mars no longer in your relationship sector and the Moon's departure from Pisces yesterday bringing a full moon and the pressure this put on your relationships to an end, there is a noticeable drop in both pressure and urgency today. Instead, with the Sun putting more light on what you want from your relationships and what they need from you, and Mercury, planet of communication, giving your relationships, the past and unsaid words, a voice, a corner has been turned. Our eyes in the sky. As we approach the Moon's return to your income sector tomorrow, you find yourself at a pivotal juncture in the monthly financial cycle. It's a moment that calls for heightened awareness while adopting a prudent wait-and-see approach. This caution is particularly warranted with Uranus now in retrograde motion in your income sector and Jupiter nearing the end of its direct motion, both planets appearing to stand still in the celestial dance. The presence of the Moon in your income sector as Jupiter prepares to turn retrograde in just 2 days places you squarely at the turning point of a significant cosmic tide. During this time, it's essential to exercise restraint and avoid overreacting to situations that may give you the impression that someone is concealing information from you, especially in your personal life. Resist the urge to dramatize these thoughts, as doing so can lead to unnecessary anxiety. Instead, Practice patience and wait until you're in a less emotionally charged state before addressing any weighty concerns. Taking a step back and allowing yourself some rest can be greatly beneficial during this period. The moon's recent departure from your income sector has left you not only with a heightened intuition for financial matters but also with a wealth of information that requires careful unpacking. As the emotional turbulence stemming from the recent full moon 9 subsides and Mars no longer exerts its influence in your financial sector, you will find yourself with newfound awareness and motivation on both sides of the financial spectrum. This shift promises a fresh perspective and an opportunity for greater financial equilibrium. Today, the celestial stage is graced by the presence of the moon in Aries, infusing our lives with fiery energy that ignites our passions and stirs desires deep within our souls. This fervent cosmic vibe may lead to impulsive and impatient responses to the matters that come our way, rendering our usual sense of tranquility virtually non-existent. In these moments, it's crucial to exercise caution before reacting hastily. Take a moment to ponder what you genuinely wish to convey or achieve. In the midst of this celestial firestorm, it's essential to set aside unnecessary drama and instead harness the potent energy of the Aries moon for productive and healthy endeavors, particularly when initiating new projects or ventures. However, be mindful of the discomfort that may arise from feeling compelled to accept certain inconsistencies in your life. You might perceive these as elements beyond your control, or perhaps you suspect that someone is not being entirely forthcoming in their dealings with you. Patience becomes your ally during these trying times. Wait for the opportune moment when communication flows smoothly and without disruptions. This patience will likely lead to a compromise solution, sparing any lasting damage to your relationships. Bear in mind that the future is a realm of uncertainty, where change can occur swiftly and unexpectedly. Consequently, it is wise to cultivate a spirit of flexibility, especially in financial matters. If you find yourself contemplating a significant investment or acquisition, exercise caution, for hasty decisions could result in unpleasant consequences. When receiving advice, maintain a healthy degree of skepticism and take the time to deliberate, as the information may not always be in your best interest. In the realm of work, you may encounter periods of insecurity and confrontation. Do not allow these challenges to overwhelm you, even if you lack immediate solutions to every problem that arises. Instead, maintain a composed exterior and resist the urge to exacerbate your difficulties through impulsive actions. Remember that even the most severe crises often dissipate as swiftly as they emerge, leaving room for resolution and growth.